Let me tell you choosing ones why they are scared, why they are afraid, why they are terrified, why they truly want to figure out how you come out knowing, how you are able to figure out indeed what they did. Let me tell you choosing ones. A lot of people truly want to know how you are able to figure out whom they are and what they were doing and what they have done. God. Let me tell you, they are scared and afraid of you, bro. A lot of people are truly so afraid of you because you are becoming every day more mysterious. To be real, you are becoming a terror that is terrorizing and frustrating their own life. They truly want to know how you end up knowing exactly who they are. They truly want to figure out how you are able to identify whom they are. They truly want to, know how come you are able to know the deadly things that they have done. That is why sometimes it is whom they are that they think they are. So they don't know who other people is. They don't know the kind of God you serve. They don't know the kind of spirit you have. You have a lot of people today that are seriously going crazy. Yes, they are seriously losing their mind, bro. They are seriously so frustrated. They are seriously angry right now because they are now coming to figure out that whom they thought they are cannot be compared with whom you are, because despite of the fact that you were not there when they were plotting all that they plotted, you were not there when they were doing all the evil that they have done, you were not there when they were plotting everything that they have did to destroy you, you were not there when they were gathering against you, conspiring evil against you, plotting and planning on how exactly to destroy you. You were not there, but you end up figuring out what was done in the darkness, and this is why they are indeed astonished. This is why they are now shocked at like people that electricity is exactly holding, bro. Like they are seriously shocked because they don't know how you are able to figure them out with their deadly activities, with everything. They don't know how come you are able to notice exactly the kind of person they are, because they were doing it in a way that you won't be able to figure it out. You won't be able to identify them. You won't be able to notice them. But today, they are truly exactly astonished as ever before. They are indeed doing everything possible. They are now doing everything accurately possible to figure out how come you indeed exactly is able and capable to figure out what they have done. They want to know how you do this. Let me tell you two things. This is why God created you so mysteriously. This is why God created you in a way that no matter how they're gathered, no matter what they do, there is always a mist in which God reveals who they are. This is the reason why a lot of people today are so scared, afraid to hang again around you, because they have furiously come to realize and figured out that you know how deadly and how evil, how dangerous and evil they are. So they are scared, they are frustrated, they are angry because the secret of them have already been exposed. The evil that they have in their heart to accomplish have already been exposed. I can remember the dream I had around 5 o'clock. The dream was so funny that when I wake up, I said, this person will never near me. I was in a dream in a room with some of my friends. So while we were there, I was like someone in Africa, we were just in a place that I noticed. So I was just we were just like people who were doing some certain stuff. So immediately I walk outside. So when I walk outside, I look straight and I saw a lady walking with his hand and the feet, walking like a dog, like a dog. You know what I'm saying? Eating like a dog with a mouth on the ground. And I start to call the name. I was calling her name. I was calling her name. She was trying to run, but because of the name that I was calling, she was not able to move. I said, God have automatically exposed this one. What is going to hit her is going to be what? Dangerous and terrible. Because let me tell you, a lot of people don't know sometimes that we know exactly who they are. Some people truly do not know that no matter how they hide it, no matter how they try to fake their identity, their character, their behavior, their deadly stuff, their deadly plan, they don't know that there is always a mist in which God reveals everything. You know, we may be so quiet that we don't know who you are, but the truth is that God have already, sometimes before you start to plot that evil, before you start to have that mindset of doing the chosen one strong, God have already do or to review it. Some of them will just be laughing at you because they know exactly that you are going to waste your time, by the way. They know exactly that you are going to end up being frustrated, by the way. They know that, there is no reason to argue. There is no reason to be afraid. There is no reason to panic because God have already indeed exposed every deadly action that you want to do, every deadly work you are there to accomplish. That's why sometimes you will see them, laughing with you, and you just think that these people don't even know what I have. The truth is that you cannot destroy those that God is indeed ordering their footsteps. It's impossible. That is why a lot of people today, they are just stalking you. They want to know, how come this person is able to know what we have done, that even with some of them took an oath never to expose it, but yet God still revealed it. Look at it. The Bible said that, according to the book of Acts, the Bible said that 40 men came together. They gathered themselves and took an oath. They took an oath saying, until we kill Apostle Paul. But yet they could not kill him. Why? Because there is God that knoweth it all. Because let me tell you, if not because Apostle Paul figured it out, know what they have did, he won't be able to do or to drop it. That simply means that God revealed it to them. God revealed it to Apostle Paul. So that's why sometimes some people have did all manners of stuff around you. They will just be laughing with you, smiling with you. Some of them will be like, after all the years that we have done this, how come none of what we have did is what is indeed crumbling or destroying, is indeed affecting him? Because they don't know that what God exposed is what God indeed declined and destroyed. Because whether God allowed them to know or not, whatsoever God have revealed to you is already going to be destroyed. Whatsoever God have eventually let you know is going to be terminated. That is why some people said, this person, we have said it, it's not normal. It's not a normal person. It's not someone that is good. We have said it. It's a witches and wizards. I was talking to one of my friends. That was early today. So while we are talking, he said, some people will start to call you witches. I said, no. Some people will say you are evil, you are this. They will start to call people witches. I said, look at it. Anyone who call others witches and wizards, look them deeply. You will understand that whom they are is whom they perceive everybody around them look like. You know what I'm saying? Whom they are. If you see a really chosen ones, a really child of God, it is very difficult for them to open their mouth and call you a witch. Because they know that the truth is that there is a witches and wizards. So they are not going to blaspheme you. They are not going to call you that name. Rather, they will ask God to expose you to the public. But those ones who are evil, you come to understand that that your heart is clean and pure. You will be the one that they will convince everybody to believe that you are evil. That was year 2023, year 2013. So when I was at home, there was a man like that who used to call a very young man, a very young boy who used to call one old woman like that in witches and wizards. He called called the woman all manners of name. So I was in a night one day when the Lord revealed to me whom he is. He turned to a very big dove in the night. While I was praying, doing everything, I come from one night that day, I prayed, I do everything. So that day was the last day he stopped responding to my greeting, because of what eyes did, because of what God did, because of what God exposed. Because trust me, a lot of people are like, how do you know who we are? How come you are able to figure it? That day, as I was just in our compound in the night, in the dream, immediately he fly like a big dove, and he landed on the ground and started to turn like a woman. The moment he turned, I raised my hand, a sword entered me. Because that the same day, I dropped a Bible, King James, on the ground in our compound. The moment he landed, I used the sword to pursue the guy to the compound. The next morning, as I was going to go and fetch water, I meet him along the road like this, in front of their compound. Then I just asked him one question. Brother, how was your night yesterday? I hope everything is cool. He was just looking at me like this. I said, you go where yesterday? I hope everything is all right. How is your joy? How do you do it? I hope all is great. Good morning. May the Lord bless you. I walk away. Since that day, whenever you see me, you will just turn like this. Because let me tell you, many people today think that we don't know who they are. We don't know the kind of person they are. We don't know the kind of things that they operate. We don't know the kind of activities that they carry. But the truth is that whoever that come into a life of a chosen ones, directly or indirectly, nothing will be hid. I'm not talking about those ones who are faking. That is why today some people are so scared to near you. They are so scared to come around you, because someone somewhere have already told them that that person cannot be hidden. You can never hide your identity from them. So you better not go close to them. You can never hide your atrocity, from them, because once you go close to them, they will truly know who you are. So don't go, because you will even suffer worse than others. So the truth is that they are scared and afraid, and they truly want to know how come you are able to figure out who they are and what they have done. Remain blessed.